Today, Lexington Commons is at the Seedleaf Garden, located on 3rd Street. And today I will be interviewing Ryan Cook, the Executive Director of the program. What exactly is your all's mission?
We exist to nourish communities by growing, cooking, sharing, and recycling food. So what we're doing a lot of cooking events this summer. We're trying to take stuff right out of our garden. It's tonight actually at Maxwell Street Presbyterian. We'll do a cooking event and just kind of invite people to come cook with us. We make big quantities so we can leave some there at the church. They have a feeding program. They feed a lot of homeless people, and then all our students go home with some of the soup that we make. Recycling food has to do with the compost stuff that we do. We pick up from 13 area kitchens and restaurants and schools. We take their pre-consumer kitchen waste, we bring it to one of our gardens, and then stir it in with some sort of a carbon material like shredded leaves or shredded cardboard, and that breaks down into a soil amendment, like that compost that we can put right onto our garden and kind of give back some of the nutrients we've been taking out.
What projects in the near future are you all working on, or which ones are going on like right now, or like have gone on recently?
We're currently doing the maintenance on 9 gardens here in Lexington. The one we're at right now, the London Farrell Community Garden, is our biggest, and it's our most productive. Then we have smaller, more demonstration style gardens just to show people what can be done on a small space and how much food can come out of a little 12-foot by 5-foot plot. But the gardening and the cooking are our two of our really important ongoing projects.
Do you all accept volunteers?
Yeah, we gratefully and happily accept volunteers. Saturday mornings we're here at 250 East 3rd, and we're happy to put people to work between 10 and noon in the morning. They'll be harvesting, maybe helping us clean up and do the maintenance. We have done a lot of watering, but it's good to have extra hands in here, and then people can come and maybe make some of their mistakes on our big gardens. They won't have to make so many at home.
Right. How do you get involved?
You can check our website, seedleaf.org. We have a calendar there and a list of upcoming events, including our cooking classes, but also volunteer opportunities. And then, especially later in the summer and into the fall, we'll have more kind of celebrations and a harvest party here on October, I think, 24th is a Saturday. So those things are coming up, but it's all, you can find those on the website.
How long have you guys been going on for?
We broke ground on our first garden in 2007. My buddy was plowing in a snowstorm. I'll remember that day. But we started that year with one community garden, almost a quarter of an acre. In 2008, we had 3 gardens. In 2009, we did 10. And so we're just a 3-year-old organization, and coincidentally, I have a 3-year-old son at home. So sometimes when I think about how old we are as an organization, it kind of helps me relax, because our son has a lot of growing up to do, and we sure do as an organization as well.
In 5 years, where would you like to see your organization at in terms of growing?
Yeah, in 5, we'd like to do more production. We'd like to help supply. There's a growing interest and need for local food here in Lexington with households and restaurants. So we'd like to boost our production, boost our yield, and maybe be one more grower, one more supplier of that local food. We'd also like to, we know that we can't feed this city. I think we thought maybe we should early on, but we do a lot better when we grow gardeners. a lot more food gets made, a lot more of the lifestyle changes we long to see for our neighbors. That happens when more people are out gardening. So I don't know what kind of number to put on it, but we'd love to see a lot more gardeners here in Lexington do creative things with small spots and neglected spaces.
Lifestyle changes, as in like just changing the way you eat, or like changing the way like you grow your food, or can you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. So Lexington, especially the east end and the north side of Lexington, we have a lot of diet-related health problems, and that's associated with socioeconomic issues, food justice, what we call nutritional justice, access to food. It's real easy to, we're right here on 3rd Street. I can walk, 100 yards down this street and find a place to buy chips and beer and cigarettes. But I'd have to walk quite a bit farther to get myself, a mess of collard greens or kale or cabbage or green beans, tomatoes. So some of the change we hope to cultivate has to do with people valuing local food and fresh food enough to maybe grow it themselves, or come into one of our big gardens and harvest some food that they recognize, or even try something they don't know well. Maybe coming to one of our cooking events and learning how to cook something like okra, or how to make a meal out of cabbage or green beans, when we know it's a lot easier to do something processed or go get something at a fast food place. But it's going to be a health issue. It's increasingly a health issue, and we'd like to see people maybe slow down and prioritize cooking at home and eating more locally.